everyone, and welcome to Tanya Jane English. I'm Tanya. Do you want to improve your listening and writing skills in English? That's what I'm going to help you with today. So let's get right to it. Today, I thought I would do something just a little different, something that might be interesting. I have a book that I'm going to share with you, and the title of this book is 3,000 Questions About Me. This is a great book to start conversations, and I sometimes use it with my students online. But today, I'm going to use this book to answer questions about me. So hopefully you will get a chance to learn a little bit about me and who I am. And at the same time, you get to improve your listening skills. Also, I'm going to give you a couple of opportunities to write something in English so that you can improve your writing skills as well. So, how is this going to work? Well, I'm going to randomly choose a question from the book. What do I mean by randomly choose? What I mean is I'm going to flip through the pages. This is flipping the pages or turning the pages. I'm going to flip through the pages to a page I did not choose ahead of time, and I'm going to randomly choose a question, not something that I picked out before I started the video. This is random, so I'm going to be just as surprised as you are. I have to admit, I'm feeling a little intimidated by this. What do I mean by intimidated? Well, I mean I'm a little bit nervous about getting a question that I didn't plan ahead of time. But that's okay. I enjoy a good adventure. All right, let's get started. I'm going to randomly choose a page and randomly choose a question. Okay. Question number 1114 out of 3,000. Do you think in this day and age, investing in the stock market is wise? I'll read that again. Do you think in this day and age, investing in the stock market is wise? All right, just to explain the question a little bit. In this day and age, what we mean is now as opposed to, say, a long time ago. Do I think it's wise to invest in the stock market? I have to say yes, I do think it's wise to invest in the to invest in the stock market. I personally haven't invested in the stock market, but that's only because I don't have a lot of money to invest. The people around me who do invest in the stock market say that pretty much any time is a good time to invest in the stock market as long as you understand it. And that's the thing. I don't really understand it. I bet I could find a YouTube video though and find out. All right. Another random question. Let's get towards the beginning of the book. Okay, right here. Question number 648. How good is your willpower? Typically, what do you use it for? How good is your willpower? Typically, what do you use it for? So, willpower is something we use in order to not do something or to keep doing something. So, for instance, we would say someone has good willpower if they always like to eat something unhealthy, but they use their willpower to not eat whatever that is. We can use it to do something or to not do something. I would say my willpower is pretty good. On a scale from 0 to 10, I'd give myself an 8. And the reason that is that I have good willpower when it comes to doing something. So if I set a goal, then whatever that goal is, I use my willpower and get it done. However, it's more difficult for me to use my willpower to not do something. So, as an example, when I don't want to eat sugar, that's more difficult for me. When I don't want to stay up late at night, that's more difficult for me. So I give myself like an 8 on a scale from 0 to 10. How about you? Are you good at using your willpower? All right, let's pick another random question. These aren't so bad. Okay, at the bottom of the page, let's try that. Question number 1754. How many serious relationships have you had? I would say I've had 3 very serious relationships. So how do we define serious relationships? Well, I'll tell you how it is in general. What we mean by a serious relationship in English, we say serious relationship, is someone who you have maybe dated for a very long time and you're very committed to that person. That's a serious relationship. Or if you in fact got married to that person, we would say that that's a serious relationship. So I would say there have been 3 people I have been in a serious relationship with. All right, how many serious relationships have you had? Let's look for another random question right in the middle. And let's go for the middle of the page. Number 1312. Do you keep a journal and does it help you? This is a great question. Do you keep a journal and does it help you? When we say, do you keep a journal, another way to say that would be, do you write in a diary? Something that you write in every single day. And does it help you? Okay, for me, no, I currently don't keep a journal. However, I did keep a journal for many years in the past, and it was very helpful for me. So you might ask, well, why don't you keep a journal anymore? That's a great question. Actually, I do journal when I feel like there's something that I need to work out in my head. In other words, there's something I need to make a decision on. Maybe I'll journal about that. Or if there's something that's bothering me and I can't get it out of my mind, then I will journal about that. But I don't keep a journal anymore because I don't take the time. Do you keep a journal? Has it been helpful for you? All right, one more random question. Towards the end this time, end of the book. Number 1984. How are you your own worst enemy? How are you your own worst enemy? The way this question is worded, what we mean is there a way that you do something or think something that isn't helpful for yourself? So an enemy is kind of like the opposite of a friend. An enemy is someone who isn't good for us. And when we ask the question, how are you your own worst enemy? We're really asking, what do you do that isn't good for you? So let me think, how am I my own worst enemy? Probably goes back to that willpower thing and eating food that I know I should not eat. So I did say only one more question, but I'd like to end this video on a positive note. So how can you stop from being your own worst enemy? I think the very best way to stop being your own worst enemy is to start being your own best friend. And by that, I mean doing things for yourself that are kind and generous and helpful, just like you would for a friend. Are you your own worst enemy? And how can you stop being your own worst enemy? I've had several questions today. Stop and think about each one. Replay the video if you need some help understanding them. And then write out your answer and leave it in the comments below. I hope this video was helpful for you. Be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the little bell, and I'll see you in the next one.